he said to me, God has gone in front of you and made friends for you all the way around the earth. And I found them as I went around the earth. Could you bring me a package, please? Look, some of my Muslim family, they don't believe that the minister is honored like the scripture says. A prophet is not without honor except where? What you got there, Chief? Oh, hold that one. I was in Libya, and the Grand Mufti of Burkina Faso, that man, when he met me, we talked a few minutes, but he had been listening to me. He took off his fez. He's the highest spiritual leader in Burkina Faso. He studied in Syria and became the second black imam in Syria. The first one was Imam Bilal. 1,400 years later, a black man becomes an imam in Syria, and he's now the principal spiritual teacher in the country of Burkina Faso.
Yes, sir.
So he met me, and he took it off.
His head.
And it fit. I'm going to ask a question. Why would a man who's the top spiritual leader in a country take off his fez and put it on my head unless he recognized?
He did.
I don't want to mess up my wig here. Now, I'll get the... That's my daughter, she looking out for me. When I was in Nigeria, the Yoruba king, who is the king of the second largest tribe in Nigeria, he flew from London
Yes, sir.
to meet me. When I went to where his headquarters is, in Ife, he had his people take me and Mother Khadija into a room, and we took off our clothes, not naked, of course, and he wrapped me in a purple cloth with real gold woven in all the cloth. I got it. I ain't gonna tell you where it is. When he came in with his page holding his sword, letting you know that he has the power of life and death in his hands. He installed me. His followers laid down prostrate, straight on the ground in front of me. And then when it was time for me to leave, his page started walking in front of him. I beside him, my car is waiting for me. And when we got to the car, he said to the page, "Give him my sword." And the page looked at him in shock, and he snatched the sword.
Yes, sir.
And put it in my hand. The Abuna Sheikh, the Sheikh of all sheikhs, who's in Medina.
Yes, sir.
Put him up on the screen. He is respected as one of the top spiritual authorities in the world, who lived in Medina and received me in his humble dwelling. When he laid eyes on me, he spoke these words with strength. Shaja'a, Shaja'a, Shaja'a. It means courage, boldness, bravery, valor, guts, brawler, spunk. He knew that Farrakhan was one of the most courageous men in the world, because he has called Satan out for the fight. He said to me, "Brother, I pray for you 500 times a day." And this was also mentioned by one of his students.
Yes, sir.
When I went downstairs to have some tea, a little argument was going on.
That's right.
Upstairs. I wasn't paying it any attention.
Right. That's right.
But on my departure, he gave the minister his cloak,
Yes, sir.
his cape. In Arabic, it's called mishla, which means inheritance and authority.
Yes, sir.
Whatever he was over, he gave it to me.
It's no longer in Medina.
It's no longer in Medina.
It's here.
Put it over my shoulder.
It can go.
He gave me his staff.
His spoken staff.
His staff in Arabic is called asaya, which means authority. Now, I'm just traveling in the world, making friends,
No idea.
meeting friends,
Right.
and now they're telling me something about myself that I was not aware of.
Yes, they,
Yeah, they do know.
they do know. They've been
Now, in Nigeria, in 1,000 years of Durbas, the minister is only the 9th individual to receive a Durba. as large as the one they gave to me. Such honored figures are Haile Selassie, Prince Charles, Queen Elizabeth II, and the minister is only the 9th individual to receive a Durbar that large. There's so many honors that they gave to me. Sheikh Jamjoon in Saudi Arabia prevailed upon the king and the government to invite me to Arabia. When I went to Saudi Arabia, they honored me with a police escort to the holy city of Mecca. Reverend Al Sampson, that is here, he went to Mecca with me. He went to the holy city of Qum in Iran with me. They mobbed me so after I spoke, the students, Musti had to punch one of them.
Right. He was glad to get hit by it.
Because they were trying to touch me. Mu didn't know what the hell they were trying to do. This is your brother. The only man that could have called for 1 million men and nearly 2 million came. Who am I? When my father said, when you find out who you are, you're going to have to hold yourself down. Here's a beautiful chalice, silver, in a cup that the chalice is placed in. Get the picture. Two Jewish rabbis stayed for hours downstairs in the lobby of our hotel. And they came upstairs finally. Mr. Harry Belafonte was in my suite. We were talking, and the Jewish rabbis gave me this. And believe me, people give me stuff, but I was so dumb, I didn't know what this is, you know. But I went home and I read the words.
Yes, sir.
To the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. You are the Messiah of the world. Look at this. And you are the Messiah to every human who wants to be civilized.